Peace, peace, peace. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know, it's your boy Vic, Slang Hope. Not dope or coke. I need y'all to understand that, you know what I mean? And I got another, I was about to say story time, but I got another video for y'all. And this one is the 10 ways or the 10 tips on how to survive prison, prison, same shit. I already have made a video like this before, and I only mentioned four main things that, you know, the OGs taught me, right? Like the older heads that had some time. And so I actually revised it and I added 6 more things to it. So this is the 10 tips. I took 4 from what they gave me and I added some other things that helped me and I think will help anybody who has to do time, unfortunately, right? So number 1, they're not in any particular order, by the way. So number 1, stay away from gangs, right? Stay away from them. Like, if you're already in one and you could get out, you should. If you can't get out, try to limit like the amount of time you spend with them or like being around them. Yeah, I don't think it's really gonna work. Once you go in there and you jacket something, it's kind of hard to you know what I'm saying, like leave it alone. A lot of shit just going, you know, it's yeah. I just think if you could leave it alone, leave it alone. Period. Like, you know, stay away from gangs in there. A lot of the shit that goes on in prison is a lot of gang politics. It's a lot of politicking with the gang, like who control what, like who got the phone, who got the jail, who got the this, who got the that. Like, it's a lot of fighting that be going on, you know what I'm saying, amongst the gangs, right? Trying to get control. I kind of think it's like some type of fun. Like, think about it. If everything was peaceful, if everything was peaceful, right? Like, what need would there be for like gangs, right? Like, if there was nobody was trying to fight nobody for dominance or trying to take over or trying to do certain things, like we probably wouldn't even have use for them, right? But anyway, stay away from gangs. It's nothing good could possibly come from it, unless of course you was whatever. Stay away from gangs. 2, gambling. Do not gamble. I know it's enticing. Sometimes you know you might not really, you know what I mean, got that much going on for you, but you might want to gamble and take a chance. Don't do it. It always leads to a lot of problems. Like, you know, like I told y'all to do the crazy Buffalo kid. He used to be robbing the gambling game and shit, like, you know what I'm saying? So you don't want to be in a situation like that where somebody, you know, it's money, anything with money, 9 times out of 10 is going to lead to violence. I'm telling you, it happens in the street. People be selling drugs in the street and they get into issues, right? They, whatever. Stay away from gambling. A lot of problems in jail happen over gambling. Number 3, I said this before in the other video, stay away from gay people. You know what I'm saying? Like, people be having secret affairs in prison. You know what I mean? There'll be a lot of weird stuff going on, like, you know what I'm saying? And you don't know what somebody doing. You don't know who girl that is. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. So you have to be mindful of that. Like, you could think, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, some people think a certain way in there. Like, so it's like, you can't, you know, to you might be like, oh, well, you know, I got gay family members and boom, I don't got nothing against gay people. And I'm not saying you can't say nothing, period, to them. What I'm just saying is, like, don't be on some friendly shit, like, oh, what up, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it be a lot of shit going on. It be a lot of secretive shit. Motherfuckers be doing shit on the low. Like, you just don't want your name in some shit, and you don't want to get into some problems behind, you know, a gay person. You know what I mean? So, like, to alleviate stuff, just stay away from fucking with them. You feel me? Drugs. The 4th thing is drugs. Drugs is another reason why a lot of stuff happens in prison. People get hurt over drugs, whether you're selling them, whether you're using them. Eventually, you probably using them. Sometimes people will be having problems paying. Like, drugs just be bringing issues. And again, there's always exceptions to situations. So don't come over here with the exceptions. There's some people that could do their own drugs. They could pay or whatever, and they don't have no problems. Cool. But I'm just saying, stay away from drugs. Drug business and prison and jail is be leading to a lot of problems in jail. A lot of shit be happening behind drugs. Number 5, get a job. You know, that's something that I did. I always wanted to have like my own little stuff. I mean, like when you go to prison, they're gonna make you work anyway. But when I say get a job, try to look for a better job. You know, I know it sounds crazy, but in prison I had a job in the mess hall in the kitchen. So because I worked the kitchen, I was able to, you know what I'm saying, get a little extra food. You know what I'm saying? That's always good when you're working out and you know, you're doing what you're doing and you're not asking people for money. You know, like you gain extra food and you're able to take stuff back. Like I used to be taking sugars back. I used to sell the sugars. We used to sneak out like seasonings and stuff like that you wouldn't get at commissary. So it had its benefits. It definitely had its perks. You know, people used to be buying stuff from people that worked in the kitchen all the time. So it's very lucrative in there because people always want some extra stuff from the kitchen. So it's a very lucrative job to have. They're gonna feed you and you're gonna make some decent money. So get a job so you can like stop bothering your peoples if you can. Like when I say if you can, I mean in Rikers. In Rikers, sometimes you can't get a job, but for the most part, if you can, get a job, man. You know what I'm saying? And it keeps your mind off of things. You're working. You're in a routine. Routine is everything when you're locked up. So get a job. Number 6, always work out. Always, 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 always work out. Like, you know, like some people don't like to work out. They get a little lazy. You are in a crazy environment. Like a lot of times there be a lot of violent shit going on in prison. A lot of the old heads told me too, like upstate, that a lot of the brothers used to be working out because it's like very racist and segregated when you go to prison. And they were saying that like for one of the main reasons they used to work out and push iron is because of the police, right? Like there used to be riots, or it used to be like the police used to try to take advantage of certain people, and you know they're gonna jump you and perhaps kill you. So a lot of times the brothers that I knew, they was like, yo, you know what I'm saying, we had to keep the crackers off our back, like, you know what I'm saying. So like we always worked out for that reason, for safety. Today it's a little different, but this brothers that I knew that did time from like way back when, like 70s, like 80s, you know, like before it was like gang infested. Now it's gang infested. Now you have another problem, right? Like now you gotta work out because something else is a threat, not necessarily the white CO upstate. Now it's like people that look like you, right, from your neighborhoods, from that trying to do something to you. So always work out, always have your, you know what I'm saying, your weight up, because you never know when you're gonna have to fend off an attack. Which goes next to point number 7. Point number 7 is get you a shank. Yeah, you heard that right. Get you a weapon. You know, and I don't. At the end of the day, I think any man has the right to defend himself. You know, if you're in the street, get a legal weapon. If you can't, you know what I'm saying, like. But we talking about prison, right? Get you a shank. Get you a weapon. You know, because at the end of the day, like I said, dudes is gangbanging, dudes is running around wilding. It's a violent place, and dudes are armed. You know what I'm saying? And like the brother used to tell me, he said, it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. And so that was like the motto, right? Like, get you something. Don't be in there naked. And it's not like you don't even gotta have problems, but you never know. Jail is such an unpredictable place. Prison is such an unpredictable place that you never know. One moment everything is cool, and then it's getting crazy, and then you naked and dudes are running around with shanks and scalpels and stuff. Like, so get you a weapon, because it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Number 8, mind your business. Mind your business, but at the same time, be in the business. I know it sounds contradicting and confusing, so I'm gonna explain. Meaning, mind your business, meaning don't be going around gossiping. Like, you hear something, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't be just repeating shit. Don't just be going to talk about it, because people will throw you under the bus. They will say, I heard this from you, even though you ain't started, even though you know what I'm saying? So just mind your business. If you see some crazy stuff, sometimes you don't even gotta say nothing. Like you ain't see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, another thing is, like, when you walking past people's cells, like, don't be staring in people's cell. Don't be doing stuff like that. Like, that's part of minding your business. You never know what somebody doing in their cell. So you don't want to be walking, even if the cell is closed. You don't want to be walking past people's cell and you looking in their window, you know what I'm saying? Looking in their window, it will get you hurt. Like, and that's part of minding your business too. It don't matter the door open or the door closed. Don't be looking in people's cells, right? Unless you mad cool with this person. Other than that, don't be doing it. Don't do it. That's part of minding your business. And when I say you also have to be in the business, you have to be in the know of what's going on sometimes. Because sometimes you live in that environment. So if anything jump off and they doing certain things, you have to be aware of what's going on in your surroundings, in your vicinity, right? So you have to be in the business to that extent because you're trying to protect yourself. And if you don't know what's going on in the environment or what they're talking about behind the scenes, and it could possibly affect you, you're going to be in trouble. For example, I used to sleep across from the shower and when I was in adolescence. And I remember this dude, punk ass dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, I told y'all the story. He tried to extort me for a phone call, like, and then he was trying to slow key, trying to push buttons with me to see like what type of dude I was. So the first thing he tried to do was tell me I was gonna give him my phone call. I already told that story. Then when I went to commissary, he tried to ask me if I was going heavy. So he used to be doing little things, trying to like push my buttons. But then one day I was in my room. I was in my cell praying. The shower was right across from my cell, and I was praying. The lights was out, so I was in my cell praying, and I overheard this dude. He was saying like, I guess he was looking at my cell. I couldn't tell because I was praying. I had to be focused on my prayer, man. So he goes out and he says, "Oh, this nigga not in his cell." He said, "Yo, I'm about to go." He probably in the day room. He was like, "Yo, I'm about to go sneak this nigga." And I'm just like I heard that, and I'm just like, this dude is a coward, yo, because he really didn't want to get it, like on some face to face, like, you know what I'm saying? He was just running his mouth, and I'm like, at the end of the day, man, like, I'm not. I'm just once you swing, it's a wrap. But like, I never really was like on some fighting like that, like crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, not that I wasn't fighting. I just didn't really initiate a lot of stuff. Most of the fights I got into, I didn't initiate them. You know, I always waited for the shit to come to me. So that's kind of like the same thing me and him got into. But that's just an example of this dude was whispering. You know what I'm saying? Like, plotting on me, obviously, right? And there's gonna be other situations like that. Other people might be talking about you. Other people might be plotting on you. And if you're not attentive to what's going on, you're gonna get caught up. You know what I'm saying? Number 9 is make friends. Make friends. I know it sounds crazy. Some people gonna tell you, "Oh, you can't make no friends in jail, prison." That's not true. I done met some of the greatest people I know in prison and jail, and I still stay in communication with them. I stay in communication with at least probably like, I'm gonna say like roughly like about 10 people, and it's probably more than that. But I made good friends in prison. Like, everybody that's in there is not a sleazeball, it's not a slime ball. A lot of people are. It's hard to find people you can trust in the street, but there's people in prison behind them cages that you can trust, man. Like, it's people that would, for example, when I first got there, I met some random dude from Brooklyn. Random dude. Like, when we got there, I told this story too. He was like, "Yo, you gonna bang for me? I'm gonna bang for you." Like, and off that, we just became mad cool. Like, we just became, some people would say, "Oh, it was just survival. I wasn't really a friend." Nah, we really became cool. Like, and it all started as a survival thing, right? Like, boom, we going in there, you know what I'm saying? And we just gonna look out for each other. And that's what we did. Another time, I remember these blood dudes was gonna jump me in adolescence. Another blood dude from the Bronx. I had just met him. We just got cool. We was rocking, we was vibing, and the blood tried to jump me, and he told the homies like, "Nah, that shit not going down." You know what I mean? Like, it's like, it is what it is. Like, we all out of here. You know what I mean? Like, he was riding with me. You feel me? So, like, another dude I met, cool dude. You know what I'm saying? Stand up dude. So I met a lot of other people too, man, that was just stand up people, and I kicked it with a lot of old heads. The old heads that had a lot of time. This is the people that kind of like, you know, they learn from a lot of like the stupid shit they made, and like some of them not going home, so they'll give you like sound advice. Not even just the people that's not going home. There was also a lot of older people who just they was just trying to guide people because they knew they was misguided when they was young. So you're gonna meet some old heads in there. Be careful now, cause you know some of the old heads be out there looking for them boys. They be looking for that bussy. So be careful now. But you should be able to differentiate. Again, in the street, you got to do the same thing. You got to be able to tell who you can trust, who you can't trust. You got to be able to read people to a certain extent. It's the same thing in there. There's a lot of old heads, man, that's mad cool. They're gonna teach you. They're gonna teach you the ropes, man. Older dude taught me how to make a shank. You know what I'm saying? He was Muslim. You know what I'm saying? Older brother, and he taught me the ropes. Like I learned the ropes from a lot of older people that been bidding. Some people been down since '77. I know people that was down since '87. I know people that was down since '90, like '91. Like these are all people that was around before I was born. So like they knew the system. So they put me on the game. They put me on how to move, how to do certain things. That's the people who I talk to. I ain't really talk to young people like that. I was talking to the old heads soaking up the wisdom. You know what I'm saying? A lot of older people be having the wisdom. And the last thing I would say is get you a religion. You know, not just religion, whatever it is, man. You pray. What the whole point I'm trying to say is pray. In prison, it's gonna be some hard days. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a lot of dudes don't be talking about it. A lot of dudes just be sitting here glorifying the yard and the wars and the this and the that and who was in the spot and what legend and you know they talk about everything, all the entertainment in the world, but they don't talk about the pain. They don't talk about the suicidal days. They don't talk about the shit that be going on in their mind. Like, so I keep it real, man. It was times where I was in there and I didn't think I was gonna make it out. Like a lot of dudes be acting like they had a sweet bid, they had a sweet time. Like it's not sweet, man. Some days you just and I had 7. Imagine people that been there that they just got life, you know. And a lot of people that got life, they doing something. I'm telling you, they either going to church or they Muslim or they doing some religious service because it's a lot. It takes a toll. So whether you pray, whether you meditate, whatever you want to call it, get you a faith, get you something that gives you purpose, that allows you to wake up in the morning and just be grateful that you're alive, you know. And because it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be hard times. It's gonna be times where suicide crosses your mind. It's gonna be times where like you just feel like, let me just let the police kill me. Like it'd be people that just be like, I can't kill myself, but like they'll go do something crazy to a police so the police could take care of him, or they could kill him, or they could, you know, like. So it's hard days in there. It's hard days, like, and this is the shit that a lot of people don't talk about. So you need something to keep you motivated when you really feel down, or you really feel sad. Some people listen to music. I used to listen to tapes. I had like Arabic tapes, you know what I'm saying? I had musical tapes too. I'm not supposed to listen to it, but it sometimes it took my mind away from the prison cell, you know. So just get you something that you believe in, that gives you faith, that gives you hope to keep you going. So those are the 10 things, the 10 the 10 tips the 10 tips that I have. Let me know if y'all think I missed any in the comment section. Let me know, like, if y'all agree with me, y'all disagree. Let me know y'all thoughts. But y'all have a good one. Peace.